Hi and welcome to Ep2. In this episode we're going to get that frog moving, you'll have some animation, and we're also going to show the collision detection working, which means the game is very nearly complete. So here we've got the latest version of Frogger running, and we also have the control panel I built to control it and other games. It's not particularly for Frogger. I wouldn't use this exact pad in a completed project. I would build something a little neater, and in fact the original Frogger arcade machine had a joystick, but for the life in me, I cannot find a small joystick that I could use. They're selling them local multi-arcade machines, but not, as part of it, but I can't find them as a separate thing. So I've got the classic sort of like four-way pad here, which is, up, down, left, right, and then player 1, player 2 start. I can't remember which one each one of those buttons is, but it doesn't matter for Frogger. I don't implement a player 2 anyway. So here's the game, which we've seen before. But now we've got control. So if I press any of these two buttons at the side, let's just reset it, sorry. Let's reset that. Come on. So if I press any of these two buttons, then it'll start the game. The timer bar, you can see on the bottom, is still not implemented fully or correctly. It just keeps cycling round and going down and going down. In real life, that would be a lot slower because when it runs out, you'll lose a life. So that's obviously it's just part of the testing code to make sure that was working. So let's do a quick short demo. And I don't know where I'll be zooming in, but if you see, if I press on the up button, then the Frogger will move up and that way. Like that, and up, and as you can see there is some animation of jumping in there, which is taken straight from the original game, just the graphics have been shut down, and we can jump onto turtles and logs and across logs and back across logs, and lost a life, but you get the general idea. It's all fully implemented. So what I'll do I'll reset the camera angle so I don't have to try and cover both the control pad and the screen, and I'll just actually get closer in on the screen and we'll do another demo. So I'll just cut to that in a second. Okay, so I've zoomed in. So as I said, left and right, in case you couldn't see it earlier, I don't know when I was shooting this originally whether it would show up at that distance, but I've got the control pad, just bring that in, just off the side of the screen. So as I say, there's no timer on this, so we can just, get the wires out of the way. Quickly go across. So if you've not played Frogger before, obviously you want to avoid those diving turtles. You can jump on them when they're above the water. The minute they go under, you would lose a life. So we can jump on turtles, and the idea is we're trying to get across, and you can jump across logs like that, trying to get across and fill all the homes at the other side. So let's see if we can get number 1 in. And I'm not the world's best games player at all. And whoops, I went the wrong way. It's just as you can see, I'm actually definitely not the world's best games player. Why the frog would die, lose a life, fall into water, that I've never seen it explained anyway. I'm guessing because it's absolutely infested with crocodiles. Get that one in. See if I can get the whole lot in, just to give this a bit of demo. So I'll just like crash with the car. So yeah, you can see death animation there. All the collision detection has been implemented. And also, if you are on anything that's going off the side of the screen, it goes off, then you'll die. You won't die if you purposely try and get off the side of the screen here yourself, only if you're floating off on a turtle or a log. Just did that. Let's see if we can get across. Now I haven't got many lives left to actually get this task done. Let's see if we can do it. So get that. And that, and that, and that. We'll just play a little bit safe, give ourselves some breathing space, get that in there, and how many lives we've got left? 2. So we'll go there, I think we'll just, like that, like that, like that, how close, like that, only one to get, come on. Do it. There. Yay! Okay, so nothing happens. You don't go on to the next level. I've not implemented that yet, but basically, as you see, the game is more or less complete. I'd probably guess at about 80% complete. You've got harder levels that come along, you've got crocodiles that appear and snakes that appear. So I've got to like code in the levels of difficulty with crocodiles and things like that, get the time bar working, do the attract, what they call the attract screen is basically what happens when nobody's playing the game, just like an attract screen, trying to get you to play it, like they would do in the arcades. So, so the keypad was really easy to build. All we do is wire up all the buttons to the ground, and then all the other connections for each button goes to a digital input on the ESP32. I'll just bring up a circuit diagram for you which shows the connections. So here it is. You can see we've got a common ground at the bottom, so every button is connected to the common ground, and then you can see you've got left, right, up, down, player 1, player 2, and for example the other connection of the button of the left switch is connected to pin 14, to GPIO 14 on the ESP32, the right to 26, the up to 27, down to 12, etc, etc. As I said, I'm not going to implement a two-player version on this because in real life, in these early arcade games, there's no true two-player generally for like Space Invaders or Frogger. You just took turns on separate games, so although I've put 2 buttons on there, that's in case I will be using this pad on other games, so it might come in handy for that. First I worked out a layout, soldered on all the buttons, and then got a pin header, pushed all the pins through the plastic so they were as long as they could be on just one side of that pin header, and then placed the header through the board so that the pins went through to the solder pads on the other side, ready for soldering. And although I don't show it, I then soldered the pins up, soldered up the common ground, and added jumpers from the buttons to the pin header. Then it was time to trim the board a little, for which I cut it to size using a Dremel with a cutting attachment. You could do this in a slightly less messy way, but this is so much more fun. It was just then a case of adding some DuPont jumper wires and making them neater by wrapping them together with some sticky tape. Make sure you pay attention to the wiring diagram I showed earlier when connecting up the wires, otherwise things may not work as you expect. Okay, so if you want the latest fraud, gosh, it's a long day. If you want the latest code, then go to extronical.com and projects, Frogger, the episode article for animation and collision detection, click there and just scroll down a little bit. A little bit laggy, gone too far. Frogger episode 4 code is there. If you click on that, then come on. And it should download as a zip. It's saying Frogger brackets 1zip because I've already downloaded it once as a practice, making sure everything was uploaded properly. But then you need to actually put that, extract that into your sketch folder. I'll show you how to do that. So if you go to your downloads folder, and you can see where it's downloaded Frogger, and we need to extract that, so I'll just click it on this one and extract the files here. There we go. So that's a folder you need to put into your Arduino sketch folder. If you're not sure where that is, I have covered it before, but I'll quickly go over it. You can see what's in there, several files. Go to your Arduino, any sketch you've got open at the moment, this is just a blank sketch. And go to preferences and sketchbook's location, and if you look, it's currently set to that for me. You would open that, so I've just done a copy there, Control C on this Windows PC, and I would open up a new blank file window. Let's do that. And Windows, I know this is a bit Windows based, I'm sure it's very similar in other operating systems. Paste that in, take you straight to the sketch folder. So you just want to, you obviously wouldn't have Frog in here, you'd have whatever sketches you've been working on here, and you would then copy that folder, the Frogger folder into there, and that would then put it into your sketches and you could open it, which is what I'll do here. I'll go File, Open, Recent Sketch. So I'll just go to File, Open Recent, and Frogger, and open that. If you've not been following the series, then it's strongly recommended that you have a look at the previous episodes. The cards will pop up in the corner now, as this game runs on an ESP32 programmed from the Arduino IDE. The previous episodes will talk you through this and give you further links to follow for setting up the LCD screen and the Arduino environment to run with the ESP32. Now, I've talked about collision detection before in the Space Invaders project, and I'm not going to recover old ground here, nor is this series of Frogger a games programming series, but I will put a card up in the top right now to go and have a look at the Space Invaders collision detection video, as Frogger uses the same principle. So that's it for now. Hopefully some of you have or are ordering the parts to complete this project, which were shown in previous videos of this project. In the next episode I'm going to implement sound, and there should be an intermediate video about sound coming up before that too. So if you've liked this video, hit the thumbs up and comment. This is really important for any channel, particularly small ones like mine, as the YouTube algorithm ranks videos with audience interaction and likes higher than other videos. So the more comments and likes I get, the more it's ranked and the more views I'll get. If you want to subscribe, then click on this XT link in the bottom right, kind of round about here. Just to the left of that is the first video in the Frogger series. Just above here in the top right is linking of the ESP with the Arduino, right about here, I'm pointing OK. And the top left is, well, I don't know, as it'll be a link to my latest video, which will vary, not surprisingly. So remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, keep that soldering iron hot. Keep your soldering iron hot? Is that some sort of euphemism? Oh, seriously. I need some sort of catchphrase for the end. Till next time, catch you later.